Hey there, it's Boots Owen here. This is a Hotpoint HTB721. Found it on the street yesterday. The top was missing, but like it's here on the left. It was beside it. And the lower fascia panel was missing, but it was stuck inside the machine or underneath it or something. It's quite a nice machine in some ways. It's, old enough. It's got this kind of interesting rotating soap door there. It's got a date inside of 2014. Making it 7 years old. That's on the tub. Let's get a bit closer then. Inside, it's got a sealed tub, which isn't much good to anyone really, as far as I'm concerned. So if the bearings are gone, the bearings are gone. Let's just check the bearings then. We'll work around it now and see what we can see. They sound okay. Doesn't seem to have any rocking on it. Door closes. It's a Hotpoint, and I've been dealing with Hotpoint Aquarius's WMA50 and WMA32 recently. They have the really chintzy door. This door, I'm kind of pleased with this door. I like it a lot more. One of the issues, first obstacle to doing anything with this one is the power cable. There it is there, just cut off like a little stump. So we need to put some kind of a capacitor in there. I don't know why it was cut off, probably because it's broken, or else it might not be broken, or it might have something else wrong with it completely, and they've just decided to cut the cable off to scupper anyone's chances of dealing with it, simply. So I've got another suppressor here. I don't know if it matters which way around live and neutral go, but live and neutral are indicated here, so I think they're the opposite way around, so I need to put this in here. I've got one that fits the connector, and we'll take another connector, so I'm going to take off that earth connector there, fit it on here, and get a live and a neutral line onto it. We'll plug it in and see if anything happens. So I found another piece of plugged cable, and what I'm going to do, despite the fact that it says live and neutral on it, I'm going to put the live and the neutral onto the sides that correspond with the colours rather than what it says, and that might blow it up, and if it does, well sure, that's the way it is. We'll have to get another capacitor, mains filter capacitor. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So let's put that on there. Live and neutral are now exposed, so I need to somehow dangle that so that it doesn't touch the metal frame. And if it does touch the metal frame, the live and the neutral, well, it'll just go off with the residual current device in the house. So let's get it plumbed in, see what we can do. This one's cold only, Phil. No hot and cold, just cold on this one. So let's get that attached. I was working on WMA32 earlier on today, so everything was set up for hot and cold fill. This one, it's a kind of a more modern model. I'm pretty sure it's maybe 10 years younger, something like that potentially. Let's put the water on. There we go, water's on. Let's put this waste hose into the sink. That's the waste taken care of. And then let's plug this in, leaving it dangling there. And we're now live. Let's see what the... Oh, I can hear noises. Sounds good, actually. It's a good start if we can hear noise. So we've got a light on up at the top here. Right, what do we put it onto? It's only got a cold fill, so if we're going to check if everything's working, we need to put it onto a hotter wash, like 40. Cotton standard, number 3. 3, 40. It beeps. The lights go off in the house. Right, there is a fault somewhere. That wouldn't be my live and neutral, because that should have gone off earlier. So there's a fault probably. That wouldn't be on the motor. Hard to say, better get the power back on. Okay, so straight away there we got a fault coming in. Earth leakage. So there's a problem somewhere. One of the things I noticed is it's jumped off its spring. The spring has jumped off its little holder. The holder's missing. I think there should be a plastic dealie in there. It's gone. Cable was cut. Top and front were off it. If the top's off it, it means someone's gone looking. Now if I look in here, I can't see very much. I think this control board's probably working fine because it was displaying the legend and it started the machine off on a cycle. But then it failed. Door interlock? Could have been that. Don't know why that would have failed to earth leakage, but I can have a look at it. Oh look, there's the plug down in the bottom. You can see it just down, maybe you can't. Yeah, you can just about see it in the center there. And there's the brains of it over here. I think if I lie it on its side, disconnect it from the water, and lie it on its side, we'll get a look at what's going on underneath. We can see what shape it's in. I don't know if I can be bothered fixing it. Sealed tub. I'm probably going to smash it anyway. I picked it up to smash it. It's not, you know, it's a pretty plain machine. It's got a big scrape here. You can see that pattern there where it's been wiped off something. It's grubby, sticky. It's not rusty, dirty on the back. But yeah, it's not worth doing anything with from my point of view, I don't think. So I'll turn off that water. Unscrew this. Oh, I can't get a purchase on that. There we go. So what I do to do that is just twist it with the hose, and that gives you a bit more grip. There's some pressure coming back in there. There we go. There we go. A little dribble perhaps. Nope, not this time. I don't even know if it opened the valve for water. See, they all look okay. I don't think it was the valves tripping. Normally, the first thing that happens is the door locks, water comes in, or the pump goes on in some order. It's plugged out, it's disconnected. I don't think there's any water in it anyways because it didn't take any in. So let's clip. I'm going to put my gloves on and get this up on a tripod. So I dropped the machine over on its side and went in for a look, and I couldn't see anything obvious. The motor spins quite freely. I don't really bother to look at the door interlock, so I disconnected the control board. There's a bit of carbon dust build up on some components, a couple of relays there with carbon dust, and I've popped the cover off that to see that it's a BT B10, is it? 800. Anyways, that triac's probably okay. There's a bit of carbon dust in there. Nothing looks cooked. Nothing looks damaged. Nothing obvious. Can't imagine the element would have come on so quickly. It could be an earth fault anywhere in here, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this cover off while I have it over on its side and hotwire it. And not think any harder about the bloody thing, because I am not interested. Right. That's my plan of action. Let's get to it. So what I've done is I've taken this power cable off the filter up at the top and passed it through a hole in the back. And so it's into here now, to this motor controller. Let's get out of here, come on. Come on, what's holding me up? Oh, get out of there. Bend it up. It's the earth off. There we go, I'm just forcing it out. We have got 6 pins. 2 reds, taco on this end. 4 other ones. Let's see, what's going to a brush? White. There's no white up here. And green. I presume this green is a brush. I presume this brush here goes to a little thermal sensor somewhere inside. Let's guess. Let's make a guess that the 2 central ones... Well, the guess is that the orange and the green are brushes, and this darker green and brown are coils. It's my best guess for now. Where's my wire gone? Where'd you go? There it is. So let's put a neutral and a live to the other brush and the other coil. Not on earth. That wouldn't make any sense at all. Right. If I turn it on, it should just go make some noise. So let's plug it in and see what happens. Hopefully it'll make some noise. Yep.
It doesn't sound the healthiest, but what are you going to do? Right, I need to get a connection on here somewhere to get a cable tie to hold that cable in here tight. Let's pull that off of there. Cut some wires out of here because these are all going to be destroyed now. Let's get that. Where are we going? Up here. What am I reaching at here? Just want to cut everything out of it, basically. There's quite a strong smell in this machine of kind of like gone off soap. It doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't smell good either. So get those cables off of there. Yeah, that's the simplest and fastest way. Right, cable tie. Put that in there. Now, good and tight. Not really. Can I get another one around here? See, I don't mind if the two yellows touch, but I don't want the blue one touching anything. The earth, let's cut that earth. No, I don't want to cut it off, do I? Let's put it. How are we going to do this? Let's get this cable tie in here, that will work. Get this wire around it. And just get it there to give it a bit of... That'll hold it. I don't want the... See, if that gets tugged, what I should do is put a bit of tape around these to protect the ends so that we don't get a short circuit. So I've just put a bit of electrical insulating tape around the connectors and push them back in. Join them up. Good and tight. This earth, not really sure what to do with it. I might just kind of tangle it up a bit. In some ways it doesn't really matter if it's in there connected or not, but I just don't want it getting earthed and triggering the machine to stop. Right, it's a Hotpoint. What was it again? Hotpoint HTB721. That's it, wired for destruction. I'll put it out in the garden until a day comes when I want to destroy it. Stay tuned for that. It probably won't be long until we get a sunny day. Thanks for watching. See you later.